Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. Just going to deploy the White Western Star, and as you can see it's got a fuel bunker on it, and I basically have filled up this vehicle in Alaska at $3 a litre. So I've bought fuel, and that's just because it's less hassle for me. It allows me to make more progress on the episodes, and I haven't got a don't buy fuel rule on this series. I've bought fuel before, so while I was bringing a vehicle from Alaska, it felt like I may as well take advantage of the fact I'm paying a $3,500 deployment fee anyway to get a tank of cheaper fuel. And then what I've done before starting recording is move the cat down. So what I intend to do, so hopefully this will all make sense in a moment. Well, this will take a little bit of juggling just because you can't access the add-on of each vehicle. But what I intend to do is move all of this fuel from my fuel tank into each of these vehicles. And then I'm going to switch vehicle. I basically want to transfer all of this fuel into the cat, or as much as I can of this fuel into the cat. So I'll just time-lapse this. I'll have to go backwards and forwards a couple of times because you can't access each other's add-on. Just do that real quick. That's my fuel tank empty. The White Western Star is now almost full, and the cat is fully fueled up, including its add-on. But more importantly, the Western Star fuel add-on is empty, which means I can now go back into the garage. And if you watch the episode, you know what I'm about to do. If you didn't watch the last episode, you're going to be wondering what the hell is this Egypt playing at. But what I'm going to do now is attach the medium logging add-on, and I'll bring the Aramatsu in for some fuel. And I'm basically using the White Western Star as a powered logging trailer rather than paying $14,500 for a medium logging trailer. I'm using the White Western Star for it with its chains. I almost thought about just doing this instead of using the Aramatsu at all. I might not, and I may still think about doing that in the Imandra map. It's just using this truck to do the 3 trips of logging. We'll see what the terrain's like. Map. Now I jump into the Aramatsu, which does need fuel. Turn it round. Lights on. Destroy that fence a little bit. And I'm going to move the cat in a bit so that it can fuel up other vehicles, and the cat will then go into Imandra with us with a lot more fuel than it would have done. And that may have been, that may be seen as a complete waste of time because I've just spent good money on what, 1,800 litres at $3 a litre is what I've just paid. But it just makes this map and progress on these episodes easier. And I decided I wanted to pay the $3,500 to bring the White Western Star here anyway, for logging purposes. So yeah, I'm happy with the decision. Back a bit. And then we'll take the Aramatsu down and we'll get 2 more batches of logs. Refuel. Done. Now, so if they're going to go in convoy, which one should tow? I'll probably get the Aramatsu to lead. Doesn't really matter either way, I don't think. The Aramatsu doesn't have chains, but it doesn't behave too horribly anyway. It drifts a little bit, but I'll have a go at towing with the Aramatsu. Yeah, the White Western Star behaves as a trailer. Getting stuff done. We're not too far off, really. I expect to finish Lake Kovd in this episode, with the exception of the long logs that have to be dragged into Imandra, but that's Imandra content, really, rather than Lake Kovd content, I think. I know we got to load up here, but... So that tow rope looks good. Not going to bother using the engine unless I feel I need it at the moment. I think the White Western Star is probably a lighter and faster truck naturally. So if I put it in front, all it's going to do is be held back. I suppose turning the engine on would reduce the likelihood of it running up the back and into the back of me if I stop on the ice. But this is pretty much the Aramatsu going as fast as it can. So I will time lapse this over to the logging camp. So I've got this contract to do for logging. I believe I've got one more scouting contract to do, which is near the Imandra gateway anyway. I've got one scouting contest to do, which I'll take the Tata in for. And then I think that's it. I completed all of the tasks last episode. I honestly didn't think I'd be using the White Western Star again, but then once that idea got in my head of it being one of the few vehicles left in my fleet that can carry this medium logging add-on, once that idea got itself planted in my head like a little worm, wiggling away, I thought, yeah, that's a fun thing to do. And that's the thing with me, I'm trying to do things that I enjoy rather than going for like pure efficiency. What's the absolute best way to finish hard mode? That isn't really my style. I want to try different things, just see how they work. And if that means I don't follow the meta or the meme, then that's good for me. And I've not really watched other people's Let's Plays to this extent. Before I started recording my own episodes, I watched some campaign mode Let's Plays. In particular, I like the early part of Game Riot's campaign mode Let's Play. But I haven't watched anybody else's hard mode content deliberately because I want to try and learn it myself as I'm going. I think it makes more interesting content if I'm struggling through it rather than just copying somebody else's tactics and strat. Now, I haven't driven this truck really since Michigan, because although I took it to Alaska, I think the only thing I did with it is I think I had the log loading crane on it in Alaska, and I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I did. I've stripped some of the gear out of it because I've used its advanced winch and off-road gearbox for other trucks. So it's fairly stripped down. It hasn't got a lot going for it really, but it's got snow chains on. And given how slow that drive was to bring the Aramatsu and this in here, I'm inclined to do the logging as 2 trips in the White Western Star, because I think I'll get across the ice faster than using the Aramatsu and a tow rope. Have a think about that while I'm loading up. As you may have surmised by the fact that I loaded up both vehicles, I have decided I'm going to stick to plan and use one as a trailer. And this time, just to see how it compares, I know they're loaded, so it's not a like-for-like comparison, but I'm going to see how the White Western Star likes being in front. So zip lock till I get out of this muddy stuff. And then we'll haul both of these back to the village near the garage. And that'll get that contract done. Sunrise coming in. And the rationale really is from a episode perspective. I don't need to film driving them back. I can stage them for reloading logs in the future. So it gets the delivery done a bit quicker than me going backwards and forwards twice. I don't know why it feels a little bit faster with the white Western Star in the front, but I'm sure it can't be. But I do have to be a bit careful because the Western Star's got chains, whereas the Aramatsu not having chains and me not directly driving it, if I'm not careful, it's more likely that I'll have an incident due to penduluming. Am I going the right way? Doesn't feel like it. I was about to go the wrong way. I want to be going there. I was heading in the direction of the crocodile. Nearly went the wrong way. It's now like the white Western Star has got a logging trailer that contains a crane. That's a legitimate thing to do. I've definitely seen logging trailers that have got cranes. They're just not necessarily motorized 8-wheel drives. I love it. I like it. It's working really well. Yeah, it's quicker than doing 2 trips, just. And probably safer, because you are going slower, less risk of accidents, I think. It's nice to get the white Western Star out again. Kind of funny you give up on some of the earlier trucks quicker than maybe they deserve. And then I'm turning the engine off the Aramatsu and I'm going to take them in one at a time. Because it's a bit tight to try and turn them both around if I went in there as a convoy. Might as well use that particular bit since I've already destroyed that bit of fence. I'll be knocking over any more if I can help it. You know, so I used less than half a tank of fuel for that. Go there and back, and then change into the Aramatsu, which also used even less. That's good as well. And that completes Log of Discord. Well done. Hopefully that will get the locals off my back for some time. 10 grand reward. Logging always pays well because they expect you to have bought a trailer for it. So 10 grand. Didn't buy a trailer, but I did deploy the white Western Star and indulge myself with some fuel that was basically paid for by that mission, wasn't it? That's what I'm telling myself. Right, the reason I'm positioning these two like this is that they've got more work to do, but not today. So I'm putting them by the side of the road. And I'm now going to jump into a cat. Refuel myself. And then I'm going to drive by and refuel those two. And go and meet the Tatterin, make sure. And then I'm basically going to reposition this fuel where the taker is, so that we're ready to start moving things to completion. All drives work out on this icy road. Yeah, just going to move the cat, but while I'm doing it, I'll refuel those two logging vehicles. And that's my logging posse for the minute until I get into long logs. And then probably the next thing I'll deploy will be the Dan to do long logs into Imandra, I think. And this cat will stay as fuel for that job. But reload both of these while I'm here. $600 litres of what I brought through done already. Right, let's get this over to where the Tager and Tatterin are at that camp. And this can sit there until the logging's done. Right, so fuel, engine off. Refuel. So Tatterin, full. Me, full. And then the Tatterin will need to fill its roof rack up. But now we switch into the Tatterin. And then fill my roof rack up from the cat's main tank. And that's the Tatterin back to full fighting strength. Haven't got repair points done yet. What's my damage like? Probably ought to do resupply really. So we've got some things to do on the Tatterin. We're going to pick up that upgrade. So we've got a exploration on our way to Imandra. So we'll do that second. So I think the order of business for this truck is probably go and resupply, then upgrade, come and have a look at this contest, and then get that last contract on the way out, and then we'll be done. We'll be finished, because that's the last thing to do. I will go through the profile page just to make sure I've not missed anything. But I think that's it. Into resupply zone to start with. Get myself resupplied and then get up and do the scouting content. And just while I'm doing that, I'm going to tag that just so that I can get a feel for where it is and how to get there. Right, so that's pretty steep to even think about doing that from this side, isn't it? That's right on top of that big rock mesa. It probably is a case of coming in from the north side of that. Yeah, let's get resupply done first. I wish I could pop these wheels. As I said last time, I've got one wheel at 4, another one at 27, another one at 5. I know I've got spare wheels on me, but I won't be able to resupply them in Imandra. I'll have to come back here to resupply. I kind of wish I could just pop these wheels. And they're on the right side. Maybe if I hit this rock real hard. Nope. Top as old boots, isn't it? Oh well. Engine off. To resupply my supply part, 300, wheels 50. And then repair myself. Action doesn't need it, it's already repaired itself. I need another 6 points. Repair. And then final resupply done. Go. Let's go. Clock's ticking. Be nice to get Lake Kovd 100% today. And if I pop a wheel right now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to carry on with my order of business and resupply afterwards. So one assumes that there's a trail up here. This looks like tire tracks. Put ourselves along here and see what happens. Okay. This might be a challenge for the Tatterin if it's a rocky mess. If it's all about icy, slippy roads. Yeah, that's not one the Tatterin's going to do. Abort, abort, abort. One of my trucks with chains can come and get that upgrade. Cool place though. I like the... I'm looking forward to seeing it up there, but I'm not going to get that in this vehicle. Or the Yar, which probably means maybe the Action or the Grad. They're fairly close by. Or the Tega. Any of those trucks with chains. It doesn't look like a particularly narrow path. It's just rocky, icy one. Why am I making that so difficult? Turn around. Just drive out instead of trying to reverse over. Let's get down to that contest. So that would be here, and then plug my way across to there. Maybe on the other side of the water. And again, this is a contest that I haven't done any kind of a dry run on. So all I've done is looked at the map, seen that it's a star sequence of waypoints end type of contest, and it's kind of around some breaking water, so it might not be a great choice to use the Tatterin for it, to be fair. But who am I kidding? Tatterins go anywhere, won't it? Kill my engine for a minute. Let's have a look at it from a map perspective. So we've got to get to the start, and the start is going to be directly over ahead of where we are now. And then marker, marker. They're not visible now, but you can still see roughly where they're going to be from the map. And then final marker is more or less back at the start. So it's basically drive around this island. Alright, and how long have we got, Brett? 4 minutes to get gold. Engine on. Handbrake off. See if the Tatterin's a good choice for this. Go. It's on the other side of the water. I love this truck. This looks a little bit dodgy. I'm looking at the snow to give me some suggestion that maybe that's onto ground with the reeds. It's that one. Can I get across here? There's plenty of trees to winch yourself off, and the 8 wheels basically means that this has got a fairly low surface tension, I'm going to say. The surface pressure, you know, the weight is spread across 8 tyres, and therefore the weight of each individual tyre is quite low. I hope that's the logic that works for this. It seems to do alright so far. Maybe the truck naturally took a path to the right there, to the left. I was going to try and turn right, but maybe this route is fine anyway. Keep myself out of the water. This feels quick. I can't see any wasted time so far. I haven't got stuck yet, he says. And then one last one. Winch, come on. Go, 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 go. Ooh, that took out one of the tires, I reckon. Oh, right out in the water. That's not friendly. What's my nearest route to get to it? So, across there. Done. Easy. 2 minutes 56 on a 4-minute timer. So easy gold so far. 2 for 2 on Kovd Peninsula. I think there's only 3 contests in the whole of Kovd Peninsula. It's one of the reasons I was looking forward to coming here, is that I bloody hate those contests. My heart can't take it. What I'm doing now is I need to get up to this first zone of the Northern Territory exploration, which takes me basically towards Imandra. So it suits my purposes anyway. So we're going to continue racing basically, but we're doing it to complete the last contract within this episode. Feels good. Driving this truck always feels good. Down the left side this time. For now. I'm not repeating the contest. I know I'm allowed to have 3 attempts. I've got gold on first attempt of each of those. Maybe it would make sense to repeat them and get the money from that, but I'm more interested in pushing on now that I've got them updated for completion. So there's the first one of these. Next one is just, I might as well just follow my nose as if I did the way I did for the contest on this contract. Yeah, maybe from a financial perspective it makes sense to do the contests again. They were easy, but to be fair, if I feel like it, the lodestar is garaged on this map. If I choose to do it, I've still got the option of doing it in one of the fast scouts. Next one around this corner. I'm driving this like it's a contest, aren't I? Just racing it. It's fun. No doubt I'll come unstuck at some point. This truck would be so OP if it had a snorkel. The snorkel and the ability to tow a trailer, and you would need a different scout because it's also quite good on fuel, really. This time, you did not find anyone, so I guess that was a rescue where I was actually looking for people. Mountain rescue style. Honorable job. This time, I did not find anyone, but it's fine. Let's hope this season will pass without anyone getting stuck. Yeah, but people getting stuck is how I'll make half of my money, mate. Let's let them get stuck, but not in a fatal way. And preferably rich tourists that can pay me loads of bucks to get them out. So it's a symbolic gesture, but I just wanted to get it on the road. I'm not going in. I just wanted to get it on the road to Imandra, tucked up nice and safe, out of that bog that I just used it. Engine off. What an absolute boss. Love that truck. So, let's just confirm. Let's go into the profile first. It's the easiest way to do it, isn't it? So, contracts. Everything for Lake Kovd contracts done, and there weren't many. I said that early on the first episode. This isn't really a region with lots of contracts. You look at that, there's only 6 contracts, including logging, in Imandra, and only what? 8 contracts in Lake Kovd, but they're finished. Then tasks. Lots of tasks. This is a very task-heavy DLC. So lots of tasks in Lake Kovd, and they are all complete. They've all got the green tick. They're done. And actually, Kola Peninsula 55% complete. And then contests, like I say, there's only 3, and both of the Lake Kovd ones were done. So that's it. That confirms 100% finished in Lake Kovd. So I thought I was finished, but I've just realised there's an upgrade, so I'm not 100% complete, am I? Refuel. Vega. And myself. I'm going to grab that upgrade real quick, if that's alright with you guys. Looking at the length of the episode, I did the contest and the contract a little bit quicker than maybe I expected. So I've got time to do it. Yeah, so Lake Kovd, once this upgrade is done, 100% complete. The only thing left to do is to load up 3 lots of long logs and do 3 journeys in. You have not just done that, have you? You have not just got that stuck. Very cute. This Taiga, what is it about this Taiga and me? Making a right mess of this, aren't I? What I was trying to say. So the only thing left to do on Lake Kovd after I've got this upgrade is 3 lots of long logs, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring the Dan through for that. I'll have to buy a long log trailer, obviously. I've already got the long log attachment, but I think the Dan is my vehicle for long logging, and I need to work out where they get delivered, because that might not be the first thing we do in Imandra. So the next thing I got to do before the next episode is work out what my attack plan is for Imandra and what order I should do things in. Should I push on and do the garage first? Should that be the priority? Or should I just ease my way through the map the same way I've done here? Scouting first. Roads, access, etc. Like I normally do. The clock is always on, of course. You do forget from truck to truck what their behaviours are. It's a nice little path, isn't it? Nice test of your truck's range capability. No way the Tatering would have come up here. Or the Yar with those balloon tyres. Tuned custom suspension. What's this for then? Oh, for the Ford. Oh, okay, interesting. Owning upgrades is better than not owning them. Gives me the option, doesn't it? Whether they're any good or not, it's a different matter. But yeah, that's it for this episode. It's actually, from a recording perspective, a bit of a short one. But that's easier. It means I just have to cut less, which is good. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope to see you in the next one, where we go into Imandra and see if we can dominate the map. In the meantime, thank you and goodbye.